would you have one a certain brand or two that you would recommend?
It kind of depends if you're looking for a top load, a front load, more of a low end or a high end. Overall, I would say if you've got a pretty good budget for it and you've got plenty of room and you can get a top load or a front load, I would recommend LG front load above just about anything. They're a little more pricey. They're very well built. They're solid. They really don't have a lot of issues. And even the newer LGs have kind of redesigned their drain pump to be a little more efficient and run a little less heavy. It's kind of a smaller motor, so it doesn't really get worn out as much. They do a really good job cleaning. There's a lot of customizable cycles and whatnot. As far as a front loader, if you're more on the low end of the budget, but it's still good quality, Maytag and Whirlpool make a good, affordable, solid front load washer without too many bells and whistles. If you're really just, you're on a budget, you just want to get a cheap top loader. As far as the top load washers go, Amana's great. It's essentially a cheap Whirlpool. It's really basic. They've only got a few cycles. It's a little bit louder, but we're talking in the ballpark of $400 for a washer. That's pretty decent quality. And then for a top load, if you're going more on a budget's not an issue, I would think LG probably, I would choose that for a top load as well. What's funny about LG is even the high-end brand of Kenmore Elite is actually made by LG. It is a LG washer with a Kenmore Elite logo on the unit. So, they're doing something
Yeah,
right.
interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. A Sidebar Speed Queen, they only do top loads. They can be more expensive than an LG. They don't look quite as fancy. They're very solid, and they have warranties on some of the components inside that go beyond a year, just because they're built really well. So, you're living out in the country, you're washing your hired hands, stuff, and just, it's getting a lot of wear and tear. You may go with a Speed Queen because it could, take a licking and keep on ticking for a while. So.